Well, another video on something we don't have too much of. We had hail yesterday, and I wanted to show what happened to my squash. Look at all the holes. Look at the leaves. All that hail was big hail. I mean, the ground was white. It looked like snow. Look at all the leaves. But the plant's fine, and as you can see, it's doing its thing. To be honest, I don't know what this is. This is my compost. It did come up. It's leaving, as you can see. I can show you it's leaving. See, it's leaving. It is now leaving and going into my old collard plant. So, we know it's not zucchini. So, I'm not sure. It could be spaghetti squash. It could be a pumpkin. Kabocha. I don't know. But you know what? It's a happy little squash plant. Oh, it's leaving that way too, into the tomatoes. So I'll leave it and see what it is. Whatever it is will be edible, so it'll be fine. But just wanted to kind of document this for myself, to just kind of remember what hail can do to plants. Isn't that something? Oh, and I think I've already done a video on this. I love doing this. See these pots in here? That's my mulch now, my top mulch. Look at all the earthworms. I leave pots in there and it keeps the ground really moist underneath. And in the meantime, the other plants that are in pots are happy, so everybody's happy. And that's what I do. See, here's my compost here I'm breaking down. And just have a plastic bag there. We threw some plastic bags there. And the other day I picked it up and it was full of slugs. So my husband was all excited. Oh, look, you came up with something. No, it was only the one day. We tried it again, haven't found the slug again, unless I caught them all, but I doubt it. But that's it. Oh, look at my little pomegranate trees. But that's the way I do my compost. I just kind of throw everything in there and let it do its thing, and then I cover it with either rotted wood chips that we have, since we have tons and tons of it now. I think he's gotten, this year alone, forgot what he told me. He's not here right now, so I think he got close to a dozen loads already this year alone. But when it's rotted, it's like, see, it's dug up a little bit there. It's just black gold. Oh, look at all the plants growing on the bottom. I don't know what those little ones are, little volunteers down there. But anyways, once it breaks down like that, because this was like almost full, and as it breaks down, it flattens, so it goes lower and lower. I'll put a good compost from probably the wood chips on the top, maybe 2-3 inches, and then it will just grow into that. I don't have to bother with anything, and it's just so easy. It's much easier. I did that last year in here. I got to do this again. It's like I really, really need to take my cabbage out, and I have a hard time ripping things out that are alive and doing well. It's kind of the animal person in me. I have to get over that, or I won't ever be fixing my garden up the way I really need to. See, here's one. I'll show you. I set this up here, and this was the same thing. I just threw all the kitchen scraps in there, some shavings from the baby birds I have. Just threw that all in there, and it just kind of broke up and sunk down. Then put a layer, about 2-3 inches of wood chip compost. Basically, that was it. I threw in 2 squash seeds. This one took its time coming up, but this one's doing good. And then I threw in 1 dill. I know I'm cheap on seeds. And I also am doing this. I think I told you. See the earthworms? I'll just set these around, and see how it's dry there, but it's wet here? Everybody's happy. Here's another one. And I kind of set pots around the plants. There's another one back there, the celery from you know where. That celery comes up everywhere. It comes up in places I don't want it to come up. But it works out really good. And I think I've already got zucchini growing. Oh yeah, see? There's a zucchini. So that's the way I do my tubs. This one's almost ready to go. It's all broke down. I just put another layer of shavings on top. But it's all broke down inside already. And I'll probably put a layer of something, mulch on top, and not mulch, compost. And then I'll plant in that one too. So I really need to get out here. I need to pull this apart and do that. So much work. so little time and so much to do. I mean, even all these tomato plants, I didn't even plant them. These are last year's plants. And I have tomatoes everywhere. This is the plant from last year that did not get pulled out. So what do? I can't pull this plant out. So I guess this plant lives on. But that's it. So I just wanted to kind of touch base on the hailstorm we had and how it ripped into that. See, that one, sorry about swinging you around, is under the eaves. So that one didn't get hit by hail, and these are under the eaves. And even, well, yes, even the collar, see the holes? But that was really noticeable when I came out and saw this poor thing. Really went right through the leaves. I see a bug, look at that. Yeah, well, we live in harmony. A few bugs is okay. Birds are okay. Sometimes I wonder about the birds. They come in and they have the goldfinches have babies, and guess what they teach them to eat? Greens. They're like flying mice. They come down and they just eat all my baby greens. They like the soft, tender new leaves. Wonderful. But anyways, that's it. Oh, one more thing. See those fig trees here? This is amazing. There's 4 fig trees here. I planted that 1 year ago. I don't even know how tall they are. 1 year ago. They were little tiny sticks. They were less than a foot tall. Less than a foot tall. And they're on the other side of the wall. See? Down there. And look how big they are. I even had figs on them last year. See, that's got figs over there on them. I'll show you what happened real quick. Not that you are interested, but like I said, I document this for me too. Here's a fig tree. Let's swing around here. This is a fig tree coming up in this thing I want to plant strawberries in. See the fig tree? So I pulled them out of here because, again, if they're trying to live, who am I to kill them? Stuck 4 of them behind the wall there, which is almost a 6-foot drop, and they just took off. I don't even know if I want them there. They're going to block my view, the view of the city. But anyways, we'll see what happens. My husband said we can always keep the best ones, and if there's some that don't have fruit that are that good, then we can get rid of them, because we have a lot of fig trees on the property, so we're not sure if they're hybridized with which one. I've got one fig tree that came from Croatia, I believe, and then I've got a Mission Black, and I've got the green ones that are kind of a white pink on the inside that are really good. Oh, see, my husband's home. But anyways, we'll see what they are, because one of them had figs last year at the end of summer. Oh, they were so sweet and so good. Well, that's it, and hopefully no more hail. Have a great day, and don't forget to eat what you grow.